before the ink on his paper actually sets and dries. Another young man with a bright future unfortunately dies. Another single mother with heavenly eyes break down and cries. The politicians will feed these cities more truth mixed with lies. Another fatherless child without a conscience is born. Another woman who was never warned is left bitter and scorned. One more father will walk out and leave his family broken and torn. Another soul is saved, and then another soul is lost. Some are bought and sold, all for material cost. One officer, he's sworn in, he said he'll serve and protect us. Another, he cruises through our community and he won't even respect us. Another day, another dollar, another deal. Another homeless man on the corner saying he'll work for a meal. Another sinner, another saint, another day the times are hard. Another preacher and a pulpit seducing weak women in the name of God. One more stereotype, one more title, or one more label. It all produces another Cain and then another Abel. Another attraction with actions turned bold and fatal. One more embryo aborted on a cold clinical table. Another soldier he sent to a distant land and he might not be coming back. Another believer in the chief deceiver with a bomb strapped to his back. It's just another day. Thank you. Dear Mr. Commander-in-Chief, I paid my debt to society, but where's my receipt? And why are there so many military weapons inside of our street? And who called the problems between my brothers and my sisters beef? Is it because the powers that be, they only see us as lost sheep, just sons and daughters who are being fed for a slaughter? How can so much cocaine that's been seized as evidence find its way to be distributed throughout our residence? Man, we need a solution with some type of control, not more angry officers who are sent out on patrol. I mean, could you blame the young, the gifted, and black when under attack by a crooked officer, they just blast back? If they take no time to be victimized because they rather socialize with death and then let loose and send shots through it's bulletproof. And now the music and the video games are turning gun violence into fun violence, and I thought the sun was violent until I seen the sons of violence. And to my sisters, who told you to close your eyes but open up your thighs? Don't believe the devil lies. Walking around half naked is not the new black pride. And to my brothers, born inside this revolution, who told you that violence is the only solution? And society, they're not helping you by telling you that lie, that a grown man, he never break down and cry. I can see the anger as it sit behind your eyes. Listen, they're building a new world order with no places for our sons and our daughters. I can remember those days of just being a child in the ghetto. Young, gifted, and black. You see, back then as children, we didn't have anything that we could compare love to. Only to say that it was like being free. Like running with your feet in the grass, chasing butterflies as they chase the wind. You see, back then we would put our backs to the ground, we would put our eyes to the sky, and we would use our finite mind, and we would try to understand and comprehend things that were infinite. We used to think thoughts like, I wonder what God looks like. And I wanted to know, was his skin dark like mine? Was his face dark like mine? Did he look like he knew and had a close relationship with the sun? And you wanted to know, was his skin smooth like caramel like yours? Was his hair like wool or long and flowing like yours, but white and pure like snow? And we tried to imagine what God sounds like when he laughs. And I said, I bet he sounds like thunder. And you said, no, I bet he sounds like music. And together we found a way to compromise. And we said that even thunder can be a melody once your fear of it is all gone away. And then we opened up our eyes to the canvas around us, and we saw the fathers as they moved up and down the block. Some stood still, working miracles, turning cracked stones into bread, hoping that their children won't go unfed. And I said that God must look like fathers. I bet he has the name of his children tattooed across his bosom. Go ahead, boy. And you said no. God looks like mothers who outstretch their arms like the gates of heaven. They embrace you and then they love you without conditions. And then we looked at each other, and the truth became so self-evident that God looks like children daydreaming in the sunshine. Thank you.